Interesting message from Zoom. I never saw this. I think the content of this meeting is being sent to third party.
No, what is it?
I Zoom popped up saying that the content of this meeting is being sent to third party.
Oh, maybe YouTube.
It's Zoom from Zoom actually.
Correct. No, but it is in the third party here is YouTube, I think. Because when
Oh.
we streaming live on YouTube, is that what it meant? Probably.
It doesn't say about YouTube, but it says by staying in this meeting, you consent to sharing your information including audio and video. So, I mean, first time I'm seeing this message. Earlier, I never.
Okay. Did anyone else get it? Vikramji, namaste.
Namaste, Bhogaji. I just
Hi,
got
Vikram.
some message. Hello, Radhesh. Namaste.
Hi, Vikramji.
I got one message, Bhogaji. I quickly said okay and moved on.
Okay.
I didn't read the content.
Yeah, usually I see that recording message, but it is a different message actually.
Okay. Let's see. Nothing will happen. You're seeing the screen now?
Yes.
Yes. So 187th session. We are so proud. Let's start. Vinayaka namastubhyam satatam modaka priya nirvignam kuruno deva sarvakaryeshu sarvada saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini vidyarambham karishyamaha siddhir bhavatu no sada gurur brahma gurur vishnu gurur devo maheshwaraha guru sakshat param brahma tasmai shri gurave namaha Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Ramanama Varanane Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Ramaya Rama Bhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitayah Pataye Namaha Shri Raghavam Dasharathatmajamapremeyam Sitapatim Raghukulan Vayaratnadipam Ajanubahum Aravinda Dalayataksam Ramam Nishachara Vinashakaram Namami Shri Raghurama Charu Tulasi Daladhama Shamakshama Dishrangara Gunabhirama Trijagannuta Shaurya Ramalalama Durvaru Kabandha Rakshasa Virama Jagajjana Kalmasharnavottara Kanama Bhadragiri Dasarathi Karunapayonidhi Anjaneyamati Kanchanadrikamaniya Vigraham Parijata Tarmulavasinam Bhavayami Pavamananandanam Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Krutamastakanjalim Bashpavari Paripurna Lochanam Marutim Namatarakshasantakam Buddhirbalam Yashodhairyam Nirbhayatvamarogata Ajadyam Vakpatutvancha Hanumatsmaranad Bhavet Pujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam. Tipana Panchangam, May 25th, Krodhinama Samvatsare, Uttarayani Vasantartau, Vaishakhamase, Krishna Pakshe, Dvitiyatithi till 9:28 AM, followed by Tritiyatithi. Sthiravasaraha, Mula Nakshatram till 1:06 AM, followed by Purva Shadha Nakshatram. Sadhya Yogaha till 11:01 PM, followed by Shubha Yogaha. Garakaranam till 9:28, coinciding with the ending of the Tithi, followed by Vanik Karanam till 9:04 PM, followed by Vrishti Karanam. Sarvebhyah Suprabhatam. As we said, 187th session. Great thanks to Rama for his blessings on us. Thanks to Valmiki for his blessings on all of us to continue this Nirantara Ramayana Patana Yajna. So we concluded with the 48th Sarga, where the citizens of Ayodhya, or the outskirts citizens living in the outskirts, who have followed Rama with his chariot, slept with him, along with him on the shores of Sarayu Nadi on that night, with the intention that when they wake up next day morning, they will again continue with Rama on his onward journey. And Rama very realized that these fellows will not leave me to follow the vow that I have to go alone to Vanavasa without disturbing the people, so that Bharata's rule can continue uninterrupted without any, disturbances. Rama decides to wake up very early in the morning, wakes up Sumantra, asks him to set the chariot ready and take it zigzag, so that people could not even locate the trail of in which direction Rama left. And then he leaves from there. That's where we left the 48th Sarga. And people, in fact, have returned back homes, and then their wives started, hey, useless fellows, kind of remarks. How did you come back without Rama? What's the point? Oh, how lucky would those trees be? How lucky would those mountains be? How lucky would those rivers be where he takes bath? How lucky would those animals be who play with them, with Rama? With all such missing remarks that they gave to their husbands. That's where we left. We will continue from there. अथ नवचत्वारिंशः सर्गः
अथ नवचत्वारिंशः सर्गः
जानपद आक्रोशः
जानपद आक्रोशः
रामोऽपि रात्रिशेषेण तेनैव महदन्तरम्
जगामपुरुषव्याघ्रः
पितुराज्ञामनुस्मरन्. So Rama api ratri seshena, with whatever was the remaining few hours of the night left over. That means he woke up so early. Tenaiva mahad antaram, within that small duration of maybe 3 hours, let's say, if you woke up at 3 a.m. maybe, or 2:30 a.m., we don't know. 3 to 6, let us say, those 3 hours. In those 3 hours itself, mahad antaram jagama. He went on the chariot for a long distance, far distance away. Purushavyagraha. We know, right? I mean, Valmiki keeps praising him with every possible praises. Tiger of the men. That means the best. Why? Because Piturajñam Anusmaran. Where will such a son be who remembers the promise made by his father to somebody else, and to keep up his father's promise, he leaves the kingdom and goes away to forest to live in exile for 14 years. So Purushavyagraha, such Purushavyagraha, Mahad Antaram, long distance, long gap or distance away. He went away in that small duration itself. So that because once sun rises, as he's going away, probably he'll be going through some other villages, it will have to go through some cities or towns, and there'll be some other people noticing him again. And they will also again try to follow him, try to talk to him, etc. So he's trying to find bypass routes. Okay. So, and we will see how other people also come back in the later part of the तथैव गच्छतस्तस्य व्यपायाद्रजनीशुभा उपास्य स शिवां सन्ध्यां विषयान्तं व्यगाहत. So tathaiva gachatah tasya, as he was going without a break continuously, right? Like while he was going, vyapayat rajani shubha rajani, auspicious night has set, means sun has set. So what do we do then? Shivam sandhyam upasya. he has offered his Sandhya Vandanam to the Shiva Sandhya, means auspicious evening. To that auspicious Sandhya, he has offered his Vandanam. And Vishayantam Vyagahata. Vishayantam means the Vishaya, then there being his travel, his journey. So he goes, he stays there, and after finishing the Sandhya there, he just takes rest there. Graman Vikrushta Simantan.
Graman Vikrishta Simantan
Pushpitani Vanani cha.
Pushpitani Vanani cha
Pashyannati yayau shighram.
Pashyannati yayo Sighram
Sharairiva hayottamaihi.
Sharireva Hayottamaihi.
So as he was traveling the whole day, he was passing by Graman, passing by several villages. Graman, Vikrishta Simantan, Vikrishtaha Simantaha. So with specially beautifully decorated, specially decorated villages. So Vikrishta Simantan, around the borders, for example, welcome to Georgia, you see a board there. Let us say, imagine now, there, along with that board, there is a nice decoration also, a big placard of our governor welcoming. So such decorations is Vikrishta Simanta toward the borders and ends, city limits. At this well-decorated city limits, passing by villages, crossing the well-decorated city limits, Pushpitani Vanani cha. Beyond that, again, several forests or woods or empty spaces with Pushpitani Vanani, with flowered trees. So you will see a lot of flowered trees also. He was passing them, Pashyan, by looking at all of them, Atiyayau, he has crossed them by looking at them. That means he was driving, he was going on, and every time he sees them, there's a small pinch of a feeling probably somewhere in his heart that, oh, I'll be missing all this for another 14 years now, kind of a feeling. So with that feeling, Pashyan Shighram Atiyayau, by observing them, when you observe, there will be a feeling, and that is that feeling I'm visualizing of Rama, that, oh, for 14 years, I'll be missing all this place, all these beautiful places. And so how did he go? Sharaihi Iva Hayottamaihi, with the best of his horses, like Shara, like an arrow, darting out. He was running, I mean, his chariot was running so fast. Shrunvan Vacho Manushyanam
Shunvan Vacho Manushyanam
Grama Samvasawasinam
Grama Samvasavasinam
Rajanam Dhik Dasharatham
Rajanam Dik Dasharatam
Kamasya Vashamassthitam.
Kamasya Vasamastitam.
So now we are, that means now we are visualizing the video. If you can see, as Rama was watching, first he was seeing all the Pushpitani Vanani, Vikrishta Simantan, Graman, all of that he was seeing. Now he is also seeing and listening people's gossips, what they were talking, what they were thinking, their opinions, etc. Also, he is able to hear and observe as he was going by. Shrunvan, before it was Pashyan Atiyayau, Shighram. By seeing, by observing, he has crossed. Now, Shrunvan is listening. By listening, what is he listening? Manushyanam Vachaha, of the people's talks. They were talking. And which people? Grama Samvasavasinam. Grama Vasinam is of the residents of the people who are living in those villages. Grama Samvasavasinam. That means those who have been there for a long time. Samyak Vasam Kritavantaha ye, of such residents. Those who have lived there for long, and so they know every detail of that state, of that kingdom, of that people around. And so their feelings probably are sort of, by saying Grama Samvasavasinam Manushyanam Vachaha Shrunvan, by giving that additional qualifier there, what he is saying is Rama is trying to hear authentic feelings of the people. Valmiki is trying to, by that qualifier, he's saying these are authentic feelings, not just gossips. And what are those feelings? First line they are saying, Dhik Rajanam Dasharatham. Dhik. We heard this several times, right? This is the worst negative feeling you can express in Sanskritam because we don't have any bad words. There are no, irritated. There is no other bad word. So at the most you can say is dhik. That means damn it, or one such frustrated expression that you can vent out. So dhik, to whom? Rajanam Dasharatham, to that king Rajan, to that Raja Dasharatha. Why? Kamasya Vasham Asthitam. That Raja king, that Raja Dasharatha, who yielded to the desire, to the desires. And what is that desire? Of keeping his third wife Kaikeyi. So, people were unhappy about it. But see the difference. What we have to learn, as ordinary people, we all will be finding such mistakes only. But Rama never found a problem with it. He never said even a word. He said, oh, you are great. You are my Guru, Daivata, he says to his father. He never found a problem with it. All his point is, if anybody makes a promise, keep it up. That's all. That means the whole stress of Rama's living is about you made a promise, keep it up, no matter what. That's all. To show that, to enable, to model that role, Rama lived his life, and that is why he is God for us. Ha Nrushamsadya Kaikeyi.
Ha Nrushamsadya Kaikeyi.
Papa Papanubandhini.
Papa Papanubandhini.
Tikshna Sambhinna Maryada.
Tikshna Sambhinna Maryada.
Tikshna Karmani Vartate.
Tikshna Karmani Vartate. Namo Namah.
Namo Namah. Anujay. So Ha Nrushamsa. Hey. Ha is like hey. Hey, that cruel Kaikeyi, that cruel Kaikeyi, Papa, she is a sinner. Adya Papanubandhini, she is bonded into that sin. And why? Because Tikshna, she is so sharply cruel. I mean, sharp like cutting, piercing. So Tikshna, Sambhinna Maryada. Maryada Bhinna is to break. Samyak Bhinna means thoroughly with a sharp, cruel approach of hers. She has broken the Maryada. Maryada is the protocols, the policies, the accepted rules. She has broken them by sending otherwise declared successor Rama away to the forest. So Tikshna Karmani Vartate, she is following, or she is living, she is situated in these cruel, sharp activities, and because she is the cruel lady, and so she is a sinner, bounded with that sin. Papa Anubandhini, bondage, with the bondage of the sins of this, hurting all of us citizens of the state. Ya putra midrisham rajnyaha.
Ya putra midrusham rajnyaha.
Pravasayati dharmikam.
Pravasayati dharmikam.
Vanavase mahaprajnyam.
Vanavase mahaprajnyam.
Sanukrosham jitendriyam.
Sanukrosham jitendriyam.
So why is she Papa Karmani? Because that lady who Idrisham Putram, such a son, Idrisham, like this. Can we ever find such a noble son? Idrisham Putram, such son, Rajnyaha of the king. Dharmikam, one who is a Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha, the embodiment of Dharma. Such embodiment of Dharma, Rama, is such a beautiful, such a son of this king. How can this Kaikeyi Vanavase Pravasayati sends him out into exile to forests? And that too, what kind of Rama? Mahaprajnam. Jna is knowledge. Prajna is Vishesha, Prakrishta knowledge. Mahaprajna, very highly knowledgeable Rama. Is not an ordinary, useless, incapable fellow. The most capable king, highly knowledgeable king, who has studied Chaturdasha Vidyaha and all of that. So, such Mahaprajnam and Sanukrosham. He is Anukrosha is Daya. Sa Anukrosha, Sa Dayavan. One who he is a merciful person with so much of mercy, with so much of love and affection for his people. Sanukrosham, Jitendriyam. How can he be so much Sanukrosha? Only if he has won over his senses. Jita Indriyaha. One who has conquered or won over his senses only can then go beyond him and think for others. As long as one is under the control of their own senses, then you are only thinking of yourself, your family, your properties, etc., etc. Why? Because the senses are asking these. Only one who wins, conquers them, then for him everything is beyond it. Like our Sirivanal Sitaram Shastri ji, a beautiful song is there. It's a Telugu poet. He says, Jagamanta Kutumbam Nadi. I have, my family is this whole world. Nadi is my kutumbam. My kutumbam, Jagam Anta, Jagam Sarvam. Jagam Sarvam Mama Kutumbam, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is in a way told by our poet. So, such is Rama because he is Jitendriya. So, Sanukroshaha, Mahaprajnyaha, Dharmikaha, Idrisham Putram, Vanavase Pravasayati. How can she? Damn her, kind of a expression. Aho Dasharatho Raja.
Aho Dasharatho Raja.
Nisnehaha Swasutam Priyam.
Nisneha Swasutam Priyam.
Prajanam Anagham Ramam.
Prajanam Anagham Ramam.
Parityaktum Hechati.
Parityaktum Ihechati.
They're saying, hey, what is this Raja Dasharatha? Nisneha. He is affectionless. He does not have love. He does not have, feelings of affection and love. Nisneha. Sneha is that wanting together, that the grease, that oil, that ghee. Sneha is that thing that keeps glued together. Nisneha. He doesn't have any affection. Swaspriyam Swasutam. His own beloved son. And what kind of a son? Prajanam Anagham. Anagha. Agha is sin. Anagha is no sinner. Prajanam Anagha. Among all the people, he is the one without sin. Anagha. Prajanam Anagham Ramam. Such Ramam. Parityaktum iha ichhati. He wants to give away such a son to forest. Hey, what kind of a father is he? What kind of a king is he? Is how the people are exclaiming. And Rama is listening all this. So we should imagine what is happening. I mean, people are talking like this in the centers, in the, probably outside the tea stores, outside the shops, and all they are gossiping. And he's walking, he's listening, he's observing. Oh, this is what people are thinking. And Valmiki is showing it to us so that we can believe In spite of all of that, Shrunvan Atiyayau, in spite of that, he ignored all those feelings. See, if it was me, oh, really? People like me? Okay, let me live here at least, because they like me here. I will yield to it. But he did not. He Atiyayau, in spite of that, he continued his journey away into forests. Eta vacho manushyanam
एतावाचो मनुष्याणां
grama samvasavasinam
ग्रामसंवासवासिनां
Shrunvannatiyayau viraha
शृण्वन् अतिययो वीरः
Kosalan Kosaleshwaraha.
कोसलान् कोसलेश्वरः.
So again, concluding. So all these remarks, exclamations of people, Rama, etaha vachaha grama samvasavasinam manushyanam shrunvan. Same thing. By listening to these talks of those long residents of those respective villages, Viraha Kosaleshwaraha and Kosalan. If we see till 47th chapter, it was all the remarks and expressions of the people of Ayodhya, the main capital city. Now he has crossed Ayodhya, he is into the rest of the state, which is called Kosala Desha. So Kosalan Atiyayau, of various villages, various towns and cities of Kosala kingdom, he was passing by, even though he himself is Kosaleshwaraha, even though he is the Ishvara of that whole Kosala Rajya as the heir, Yuvaraja, supposedly Yuvaraja, being the most eligible Yuvaraja. In spite of that, he has left all those towns and cities of Kosala and went on, moved on. Tato Veshrutim Nama
ततो वेश्रुतिं नाम
Shiva Varivaham Nadim
शिववारी वहां नदीं
Uttiryabhimukha Prayat
उत्तीर्य मुखप्रायात्
Agasthyadhyushitam Disham
अगस्त्याद्दुषां
Agasthyadhi Agasthyadhi.
अगस्त्यात् दुषां दिशं.
So now onwards, I think this here onwards till 50th through 50th Sarga also, we will be studying the geography through which he has passed. We have seen maps, several maps from on Google, which says, oh, the journey along which Rama treaded from north to south. But what is the authenticity of that? Let us read here from here onwards. It starts. So first thing, Tataha Veshrutim Nama, first river that he crosses. Small, there will be so let's take it as water bodies. There will be some smaller lakes, some creeks, some streams, some ponds, but various such things he keeps crossing. The first one after Sarayu that he is crossing now is Veshrutim. Veshruti is the Nama, is the name. Shiva Varivaham Nadim. So it is a Nadi, a river by name Veshruti. That is the first river. He has Uttirya. He has just crossed that river. Shiva Varivaham. That Nadi is also another auspicious river. Very pleasant, clean river. Because Shiva Varivaham. Vari is water. Shiva Vari is clean, precious, pristine, pure water, unpolluted water. Shiva Vari Vaham, it is also flowing. Shiva Vari Vaham Nadim Veshrutim Nama Uttirya, by Uttirya means by crossing over, by passing over it. Abhimuk Uttirya Agastya Adhyushitam Disham Abhimukha Prayat. It's a beautiful, Valmiki is bringing the next big character through this incident, through this one small samasa here. In which direction did he go? By crossing this river, In which direction did he go? He could have directly said Dakshinam Disham. No, he didn't say that. He is introducing the next big one for us to remember, to note, to make a note of. Agastya Adhyushitam Disham. That Disha, Ushitam is lived, stayed, resided at. That direction in which Agastya Rishi, Maharshi, has lived. Where did he live? He lived in the south. We all know it. So that means Rama has set his direction toward the south now. Till then, he actually started in north to make people believe he was going somewhere north. But then he changes his direction to go south by first crossing this nadi called Veshruti. Let's all pray for a minute. I mean, I was delighted with this great adjective that he gives, Valmiki gives. He could have just said towards south. No, that south is now, I mean, we all South Indians, we will be so proud to say, hey, where do you live? We live Agasthyadhyushitam Disham. We should be able to say that. That side where Agastya has lived, into that direction, Rama has now set Abhimukha toward that, facing the direction, Prayat. He started going on, moving or traveling in the direction. Gatva tu suchiram kalam.
Gatva tu Shuchiram Kalam.
Tata Shivajalam Nadim.
Tata Shivajalam Nadim.
Gomatim Goyutanupam.
Gomatim Ranutam Rupam.
Goyutan Upam. Gomatim Goyutanupam.
Gomatim Goyutan
Upam.
Upam. Okay. Okay. Now I see.
Goyutanupam.
Okay.
Atarat Sagarangamam.
Atarat Sagaram Gamam.
So the next river that he has crossed is this river called Gomati. Gatvatu Suchiram Kalam, after traveling for a long distance again, a long time. Tataha Shivajalam Nadim Gomatim Atarat. He has crossed that river also. See, over and over, every nadi is qualified with the adjective Shiva Jalam, auspicious waters, pure water, life-giving water, living water, unpolluted water. So as we read Ramayanam, with all of these, we should be very, very conscious with every word and take it to live it, to enable it in today's days also. No pollution. Water should never be polluted. Air should never be polluted. Earth should never be polluted. These are external things. And then, of course, once it comes to us, we ourselves also should not be polluted. So that's why Valmiki keeps saying, he could have just said, Bruhatim Nadim, he could have said. No, Shivajalam Nadim. The adjective that he gave is not a long river, big river, grand river, wide river. Those are not the adjectives he gave. He is always giving pure water, pure water. For us to remember, the moment you think purity there, you will do two things. One, you will worship. When you worship, obviously, you will try to keep it safe, protected, and pure, and not pollute it for enjoyment. So, Gatvata Suchiram Kalam Tataha Shivajalam Gomatim Nadim. And what kind of Gomati? Goyutan Upam. Goyuta. I think probably around Gomati, because that's how the name also probably came, because that's how it was used. Goyutaha, it was always associated with cows. That means cows used to come to that river to drink, to take their bath and go away. Upam, water. So Goyutan Upam. So Gomati is more known for cows coming there. And we know if cow just is there, it is healthy. It is pure. In fact, Ushaji, my wife, she keeps saying, hey, if you if you ever fall sick in your old age, I will take you and leave you in a cow shed. It's kidding, but the point is, if you live just around cows, and you will be healthy. The air that you breathe of all that gomaya, gomutra, etc., we become healthy. And so, and hence,
Yeah, I'm a veterinarian. I can definitely tell cows stable doesn't, there is no offensive odor. You can stay there.
exactly,
Definitely.
you are a veterinarian, you can say
Yeah,
that, yes.
I can definitely say that. I am very much familiar with the stables. It doesn't decompose that fast. It does
Correct.
decompose, but freshly, my mother used to use that cow dung to do smearing of our this floor long time ago. So it's not an offensive smell.
Mm. Yes, correct. So, and hence, yeah, and hence that Gomati Nadi is also pure, is healthy water, is living water, is medicinal water, if I can say that.
And my job was to bring cow dung for 1 anna, in 60s. For
One Anna, I
one
see.
anna, but I used to get a big bag of cow dung to smear the floors. And that was my job, to get it from the local stable.
Correct, correct. Yes. So Gomatim, Goyutam, Upam, Nadim, and what kind of Nadi? Actually, that Gomati goes Sagarangamam. It is going towards the Hindu Sagaram, towards the east. It will be going and merging into the sea there, into the ocean there. So Sagarangamam, but he was crossing it towards sort of southwest, in a southwest direction, or in the southern direction of it. So he crossed it, that river which is going to the east into the sea. So we should see the geography also. We should learn geography here. Veshruti is the first river. Gomati is the second river he has crossed. Gomatim chapyatikramya.
Gomatim chapyatikramya.
Raghava shigragairhayaihi.
Raghava shigragairyahi.
Shigragaihi
Shigragaihi.
hayaihi.
Aihi.
Mayuraham sabhirutam
Mayuraham sabhirutam.
tatarasyandikam nadim.
Tatara sandyakam nadim.
So Gomatim cha api atikramya. After having crossed Gomati also, means two rivers he has already crossed. Raghavaha shigragaihi hayaihi, with his fast running horses. Shigragaihi hayaihi mayura hamsabhirutam syandikam nadim tatara. Then the third river that he has crossed is called Syandika. In fact, the name itself is saying Syandanam means chariot. Divya Syandanam. So Syandika, somehow the name also here of that river is called Syandika. So the third river that he has crossed is Syandika. Syandikam Nadim. And here what is this? What is the speciality of this river? Mayura Hamsa Bhirutam. This Nadi, Syandika, whereas Gomati was Goyuta, means was associated with cows there. Here, Syandika Nadi is associated with Mayura and Hamsa, peacocks and swans. Come, you'll find them more there. When you go to Gomati River, you'll find cows mostly there. When you go to Syandika River, you will find peacocks, Mayuraha, and Hamsaha, swans. Mayura Hamsa Abhirutam, nicely, populated and decorated and played by these birds. That's Syandanam, that's Syandika Nadim, Api Tatara. He has crossed that river also. So 3 rivers so far, let's say for all ourselves in our own minds. First one is Veshruti, second one is Gomati, Third one is Syamvika. Samahim Manuna Rajnya
स महिं मनुना राज्ञा
Datta Mikshvakave Pura
दत्तामिक्ष्वाकवे पुरा
Sphitam Rashtra Ramaha
स्फितां राष्ट्रावृतां रामः
Vaidehi Manvadarshayat.
वैदेहीम् अन्वदर्शयत्.
So that we don't forget, hey, Rama, is he going alone? So that we don't forget. Now, Valmiki is also saying, Saha Ramaha Manuna Rajnya, by Manu, by the Vaivasvata Manu, not Vaivasvata. Who is there, Manu? By the first Manu. Manuna Rajnya, by the king Manu, Ikshvakave Dattam, to the Ikshvakus given away, or by Raja Manu, he has, he has distributed the earth and said, okay, this land you follow, this land you go, this land you go. That's how the 7 kings, the 7 sons of Manu are given the 7 continents. And so this area, which is given to Ikshvakus, Ikshvakave Dattam Pura, that too long time back, in the very beginning of the creation of the earth and all, at that time. So Pura Ikshvakave Manuna Rajnya Dattam Mahim Sphitam, very vast land. And it is as we saw it, like Ayodhya, it is a vast flat land. It is not like mountain come down. No. Flat land, vast terrains. Just see, you get a long sight of the horizon. Such beautiful land. Sphitam, Rashtravritam. Beautiful word. We said Rashtra word keeps coming over and over, right? In all our scriptures. Rashtra is beyond a nation, we said. A feeling, it's a spiritual feeling beyond nation, beyond country, nation is Rashtra. That concepts or that thoughts, that feelings which bind all of us together as one entity is Rashtra. So Rashtra Avritam, surrounded by that feeling or filled with that Rashtra feeling, filled with that national feeling. Such a land, such a country, such a nation, Ramaha Vaidehim Anvadarshayat. He just looked behind and said, Sita, see that? See that Koshala? You know this Koshala? This is given by the great Manu, the first and foremost king. He gave it to our ancestors, Ikshvaku. And from there, we have kept it safe and expanded it and developed it and made it sought after place in the world. Look at that. So Sita Vaidehim Anvadarshayat, Anu Adarshayat, showed, or Sa is Darshayat, Anu Adarshayat, he made her see. He saw, then he made Sita also see her. Sita, see, we see that land, how great it is. So he's showing it like that. Suta Ityeva Chabhashya.
Sutahatyeva Chabhashya
Sarathim Tamabhikshnashah.
Saradhim Tamabhikshana
Bhikshnashah.
Tamabikshaha
Hamsamattaswara Shriman
Hamsamattaswara Shriman
Uvacha Purushottamaha.
Uvacha Purushottamaha.
So Purushottamaha, the best of the men. Purushottamaha, Hamsamattaswaraha, one whose voice also is Matta Hamsaha, of a
Intoxicated swan.
That's the problem of translating in English, right? If you hear
Yeah.
intoxicated swan, I wanted to say the same, but unfortunately it will sound different.
It'll sound negative.
It will sound negative. But what we mean is a melodious voice with a bass voice, nice composed bass, cool voice. Hamsamatta Swaraha, Shriman. Shriman, of course, is the full one with everything. Opulent one. Opulent with soft, melodious voice. That Rama, Purushottamaha, the best of the men. Tam, whom Tam Sarathim, Abhikshnashaha, just looking around like this. Because Sarathi is driving in the front, right? So to address him, you will slightly turn to your left or right based on which side of the Sarathi of the chariot you're sitting. You will turn and say, and then address him. Suta, he addressed him. And then what did he talk? He's talking in the next shlokas. He's saying, Suta, cha abhashya, abhashya, ityeva abhashya. Suta, he just looked at him. That's all he said. Abhikshnashaha, by around, by looking around him. Abhikshnashaha tam sarathim suta ityevacha abhashya. Then what? Kada aham punaragamya
Kadaham Punaramaganya
saravyah pushpite vane
Saravya Pushpite Vane
mrugayam paryatishyami
Muryam Pravishyami
matra pitra cha sammatah.
Matra Pitrate Samvata.
So now see the feeling of Rama. He's feeling that homesickness as he's leaving. And that is why he's a living God for us. Because even though it happened tens of thousands of years as per dated history, or as we know from our texts that it is millions of years back, but he's still living God because he is exactly like us. Whatever feelings we have is he. But he ennobles them. He sets those feelings at a higher standard, shows us the role model of how to overcome them. So he's saying, Kada aham punaragamya, when will I, Suta, when will I be able to come back? Saravyaha pushpite vane, to the gardens and forests along that Sarayu Nadi. Mrugayam paryatishyami. For what? For hunting. For that Mrugayam paryatishyami. When will I? Because he looked at all of that, and first thing he remembered is, as a prince, as a king, they go for hunting. So he said, when will I come back? When will I get that opportunity to come back to these beautiful woods and forests of Sarayu and go for hunting like all other princes do? But matra pitra cha sammataha, accepted or accepted formally by protocol of 14 years exile and come back. Matra pitra cha sammataha, accepted by the mother and father. That means right now officially, publicly, he is sent out on exile. And so when will he be officially accepted back in the city, so he can go again as the royal prince or king to those wooded forests along the Sarayu river for hunting. But don't make any judgments. Continue his feelings in the next. Continue to follow his feelings in the next 2-3 shlokas. Then he says, Rajarshinam hi lokesmin
Rajashinam hi lokesmin
pratyartham mrugayam vane
pratyartham mrugayam vane
kale vrutam tam manujaihi
kale vrutam tam manujai
dhanvinam abhikangshitam.
dhanvinam abhikamshitam.
So first, for a second, it occurred to him. For a moment, it occurred to him, when will I come back and do hunting? Then immediately, as soon as he thought of hunting, he knew, oh, Bhoga, Vikram, Radesh, all of these fellows will be thinking, what? Rama also likes hunting? Oh. He was conscious and immediately started analyzing his feeling of, or analyzing his thought of hunting with the following justifications or following, what do you say, Veda Shrutis or Veda instructions. What does it say? Rajarshinam hi asmin loke vane mrugayam ratyartham asti. Only for Rajarshis. See the beautiful terms used here. Asmin loke, in this world, vane mrugayam, in the forests to hunt, ratyartham, for for enjoyment, rajarshinam hi, only for rajarshis, not rajas, rajarshihi, those rajas who are like sages, sage like kings, only are entitled, if at all, to go for hunting in forests in this world. Kale, over time, why? You see, Manu has given that instruction. Why? Because if you just let anybody go for hunting, that's what is happening today. Our own youth, also youngsters, teenagers, they take a gun, go hunt, kill a boar, kill a bear, kill a whatever, everything, and keep killing, right? So they said, no, it's only for Rajarshis, sage-like kings. Why? Because they have no desires for themselves. They are living for others. And for what, if required, they will go and protect the people from attacking animals, if at all, right? So that is what it is to be used for. However, Kale, over time, Tam Vritam Dhanvinam Manujaihi Abhikangshitam. People have started, over time, people have said, oh, we also want to hunt. We also want to hunt. And we have ended up as it is today, where even a teenager goes and, plays the sport of hunting, they say. So Rama is saying that, see, every word, every shloka, as we read, there is divine lessons, great lessons for the world even today, right? So first, for a moment, Rama thought, hey, when will I come back and do hunting here? Immediately, he corrected himself. No. Hunting in this world is entitled only for Rajarshis. However, by over time, it has become an ordinary sport and taken up by everybody, like people also. And so, natyartham abhikankshami.
Napyartam atikangshami.
Mrugayam sarayuvane.
Mrugayam saravyu
Pratirshesha tula loke.
Pratikshesha tula loke.
Rajarshigana sammata.
Rajarshi Gana Sambata.
So now he's concluding his wish. He's saying, na ati artham abhikankshami. I shall not seek any material thing beyond limits, beyond direction, beyond instructions, beyond prescriptions. No, I shall not. So for a moment, he got that temptation or that feeling that when will I come back and enjoy hunting here? But then he said, no, it is only for Rajarshis, and I have to set the role model that if I do it, then some other prince also might do it. So I shall not do it. Na atyartham abhikankshami. I am not desiring anything. I shall not desire anything over limits. That too, Sarayu Vane Mrugayam, for the hunting in the Sarayu forests. Ratihi Esha Atula Loke. This has been hunting was a very tempting desire. Rajarshigana Sammata, also accepted by the groups, by the board of Rajarshis in this world. But I shall not do it. He's setting role model for us. So we should study Ramayana. It's about every minute detail, how to treat, how to look at water, how to keep water, how to look at animals, how to keep animals, and so on. Satamadhvanamaiksvakah
स तमध्वानमेक्ष्वाकः
Sutam madhuraya gira
सूतं मधुरया गिरा
tam tamarthamabhipretya
तं तमर्थमभिप्रेत्य
yayau vakyamudirayan.
ययो वाक्यमुदीरयन्.
So saha Ramaha tam adhvanam saha aikshvakah tam adhvanam sutam madhuraya gira abhipretya vakyam udirayan yayau. He didn't ask him to even stop. He was just talking to him. Suta, when will I do this? And then he corrected himself. And by that madhuraya gira, by that sweet speech of his Rama, what kind of Rama? Ikshvakaha, of the Ikshvaku dynasty. Tam adhvanam sutam, that attentive adhvanam, one who is doing avadhanam is adhvanam. Adhvanam sutam, and up to that attentive suta, because charioteer, the driver as he's driving, is very attentive on the road and also to his master behind about any instructions he might be giving. So adhvanam sutam madhuraya gira, with that sweet words of Rama, tam artham, initially his desire, then immediately the prescriptions from the Vedas, and then his decision saying, no, I shall not do it. So tam artham abhipretya, by expressing his desire first, then the rule or the direction from the Vedas, and then his decision. Tam abhipretya, by expressing all of this in a sweet speech manner to that attentive charioteer Suta. Vakyam udirayan yayau, by talking like that, he continued his journey. Ityarshe
इत्यार्षे
Srimad Ramayane
श्रीमद् रामायणे
Valmikiye
वाल्मीकीये
Adikavye
आदिकाव्ये
Ayodhya Kande
अयोध्याकाण्डे
Navachatvarimshat Sargah.
नवचत्वारिंशः सर्गः.
This is the smallest sarga, I think. The last we saw was 20 shlokas. This is the smallest one, 17 shlokas chapter so far. So we have another 10 minutes. Let's jump into 50th. Hopefully, if we can do 11 shlokas, then the next session, it will be great stotram on Ganga by Valmiki himself. What praises he makes of Ganga. Abba. And I've highlighted all of them for us so that we can remember to memorize them. But till that, let us see if we can do 11 shlokas in these 10-15 minutes. Atha panchashah sargah
अथ पञ्चाशः सर्गः.
guhasangamah.
गुहसङ्गमः.
That means now he'll be meeting Guha towards the end of this sarga, which is a 50 shloka sarga, a long chapter. So we'll see how far we'll cover. We'll try to cover 11 shlokas today. Vishalan kosalan ramyan
विशालान् कोशलान् रम्यान्
yatva lakshmana purvajah
यात्वा लक्ष्मणपूर्वजः
ayodhyabhimukho dhiman
अयोध्याभिमुखो धीमान्
pranjalirvakyam abravit.
प्राञ्जलिर्वाक्यमब्रवीत्.
I think another great lesson here. See, these are practices that we have to learn. Lesson by what I mean is, what should we practice? When we say I'm a Hindu, what do we mean by it? Is it just a name or saying I'm a Hindu? Or can we express it in our actions? Can we express it in our beliefs? Can we express it in our practices? Can we express it in our thoughts? Right? Some of these will look a little could be mocked at by other contemporaries. But let us demonstrate it. Because Rama did it. So, Vishalan Kosalan Ramyan. So now Ayodhya is over. Then Kosala, he was traveling through Kosala, the kingdom. And in that state, Vishala, very vast, spacious, wide, long lands of Kosala, Ramyan, pleasant lands. Yatva, by crossing over, Lakshmana Purvajaha. He's also, Valmiki is also remembering, oh, not just Vaidehi, Lakshmana is also there with Rama in the chariot. Three of them are going. And so, instead of directly saying Rama, Lakshmana Purvajaha, the elder one of Rama, of Lakshmana, which means Lakshmana's brother, elder brother, Rama. Ayodhya Abhimukha. Now he turned north towards Ayodhya. Abhimukha, Dhiman, the most intelligent person, Pranjalihi Vakyam Abravit, with a very submissive, but prayerful posture, he started saying this. To who? To Ayodhya, to the city. And that's why we have this culture. When we go to a temple and when we are leaving, we say Punardarshana Praptirastu. And we ask, we seek, may I get an opportunity to visit you back, right? That is at least one line. Some of us in our generation at least know it and we say it. And I say that anytime I leave a city, I say Punardarshana Praptirastu. I talk to it. It is to build that, to expand our hearts, our conception of the world as not anything different. It is also a living thing. I look at a tree and I say, oh, how beautiful you are. Wow, what a beautiful flowers. May you live happily. May anyone not cut you. I wish you the best. See a good water body. Let's not pollute it. Live happily. If you are there, there is water and I am able to drink here. May you live happily. Talking, conversing with everybody, with everything. Nowadays, we don't even converse with human beings. There are few people who converse with anyone, everyone. And here we are talking of Rama and learning to practice the style of Rama and all our elders, ancestors, where they would converse with everything, not just everybody. They would converse with trees, they would converse with mountains, they would converse with water, they would converse with building, they will converse with a city also when they are leaving the city. So Rama is saying, is doing that prayer to Ayodhya as he now finally lost the sight of Ayodhya. Apruche tvam purisreshte.
Apruche tvam purisreshte.
Kakutstha paripalite.
Kakustha paripalite.
Daivatani chayani tvam.
Daivatani cha yani tvam.
Palitani vasanti cha.
Palitani vasanti cha.
First line he's saying to Ayodhya. O city of Ayodhya. Apruche tvam. Apruche means I am asking you. I am asking you means in a way I am expressing to you. Purisreshte, best of the magnificent of the cities. Kakutstha Purapalite, Paripalite, ruled by the Kakutsas, my ancestors. Daivatani cha yani tvam was Daivatani cha yani palitani vasanti cha, ruled by gods and lived in by gods. Daivatani, by the divinities. O Ayodhya city, which was ruled by my ancestors Kakutsa, and the best of the cities in the world. And you are a divine city. You are not just a skyscrapers kind of a materialistic city. You are a divine city. You are ruled and lived in by the divine gods. Such, O Ayodhya, I am seeking blessings from you. Nivritta vanavasastvam.
Nivritta vanavasastvam.
Anruno jagati patehe.
Anuno jagati patehe.
Punardrakshyami matracha.
Punardashyami matracha.
Mitracha sahasangataha.
Pitracha saha sangataha.
What a beautiful wish he is making, or he is telling, he is expressing to the city of Ayodhya. He is saying, Nivritta vanavasaha. Sorry, Ayodhya ji, I have lived with you for whatever, 18, 21 years now, or 22 years. I have lived in your arms, I am going away. Don't think I am running away from you. Nivritta vanavasaha. As soon as I am done with that promise or that schedule of 14 years of my exile in the forest, anrunaha. Runaha is one who is debted, dettee. Anrunaha, undettee or indebted, whatever, the other way. You got the debt, you repaid. Having repaid that debt of the 14 years of exile promise, punardrakshami, I shall see you again. Matracha pitracha sahasangataha, abba. And that is why idrusham putram. People say, Are, where can we find this kind of a son? Why? Because see, every time he's saying, with mother and father, with mother and father. Matracha pitracha sahasangataha. Along with them, I shall come back to you, city. Meaning, by taking their permission, by meeting them first, because Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava. For us, mother is the God, father is the God, first God. After that, only we can see God. Through them only we can see God. They tell us who is God, and so you are the God. And then the next one is Guru, and so on, right? So, of course, even though I'm saying that I'll come and shall see you back again once I complete my sentence of those 14 years or whatever. However, after meeting my mother and father, and so I shall come with them to see you. I mean, see the feelings here, the emotions. He's talking to a city as if it is one person saying, I shall come and see you. But why did Valmiki write it here? So that we also become such affectionate, caring, loving people. If we learn to practice this, then we say, oh, Ayodhya, when I come back. When we left San Jose, Cupertino, I exactly said this. Cupertino, you have given me abode here. You have made me a Karyakarta here. You have given me hundreds of families who love me here, who took more care of Siri than myself. Thank you. I'm going back to India. Oh, whenever I come back, I shall definitely come and see you again. I did say this. I really said that. And so this is the practice we should all keep saying. If we build this practice, then we will take care of the cities also. Because we respect them. We take care. And so those are the kinds of lessons we are learning from Ramayanam. Story anybody can tell. Movies also are made. We are not interested in drama. We are interested in what to learn so we become better people. Aiming to become Rama, whether we can or not, right? So, Nivritta Vanavasastvam Anrunaha Jagatipatehe Anrunaha, of the Lord of the world, my father, the king, having fulfilled his promises that I made to him, Punardrakshami Matracha Pitracha Sahasangataha. Then Tato Rudhiratam Rakshaha
ततो रुधितामाक्रक्षः
Tamrakshaha, Tamra Akshaha.
आम्राक्षः
No, Tamrakshaha.
ताम्राक्षः
Tato Rudhira Tamrakshaha.
ततो रुधिरताम्राक्षः
Bhujamudyamya Dakshinam.
भुजमुद्यम दक्षिणम्
Ashrupurna Mukho Dinaha.
अश्रुपूर्णमुखो दीनः
Abravi Janapadam Janam.
अब्रवीज्जानपदं जनम्.
So, just as I have become, Rama also, just as all of us would have become so emotional. Rama, Rudhira Tamra Akshaha, with that feelings of departing from that city, with that homesickness or whatever you call that, his eyes became copper red color. That means full of emotion in his eyes. Rudhira Tamra Akshaha. Bhujam Udyamya Dakshinam, by raising his right hand. In fact, I was reading Bhavishya Puranam. In that also, Janamejaya, will be Bhujamudhyamya. He was addressing all the Maharshis that have arrived. I thought, how can you address Maharshis by raising your right hand? Here also, Bhujamudhyamya Dakshinam, but he is addressing Abravit Janapadam Janam to the rural citizens there, to the rural people there that are around who are talking and all, by looking at them also. Not that they were waiting there or anything, but out of his courtesy, because he has heard people talking about Rama's departure, about his father's cruelty, about his auntie's cruelty, etc., etc. So whether people are there or not, he is talking to them. Whether people are there to listen to him or not, he is talking to them, right? So it is the courtesy. Every sentence of Ramayana is a lesson for us to emulate and learn. So tataha Rudhira Tamrakshaha Dakshinam Bhujam Udyamya Ashrupurna Mukhaha. Tears filled eyes, tears overflowing into the face. Dinaha, in very down mood. Janapadam Janam Abravit. He said this to the people. 8:33. Do we have, can we stay for 10 more minutes?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, let's see. Anukrosho daya chaiva
Anukroshodaya chaiva
yatharham mayivah kritah
yatarham mahivah krutaha
chiram dukkhasya papiyah
chiram dukkasya papiyo
gamyatam arthasiddhaye.
gamyatam ardhasiddhaye.
So he's saying, Anukroshaha. Anukrosha itself is like daya. So I say mercy. Daya is mercy. Anukroshaha, let's say compassion. So with Anukroshaha daya chaiva, you have showered all your love and compassion. Yatharham mai vaha krutaha, offered by you, done by you. You have done so much love and affection to me. You have given so much love and affection to me. Chiram dukkhasya papiyaha. If you keep coming with me like this, it'll for long, you will be into trouble. So, artha siddhaye gamyatam. Go back to your homes and can carry on with your tasks. Artha siddhi means whatever are your tasks, go fulfill your tasks, go fulfill your chores, go fulfill your jobs, right? Go back and do your jobs. Don't worry about me. I will come back after 14 years, he's saying. Tebhivadya mahatmanam
Tepivadyam mahatmanam
kritva chapi pradakshinam
krutva chapi pradakshinam
vilapanto naraghoram
vilapanto narachoram.
ghoram
Oh, sorry, ghoram
vyatishthanta kvachit.
vyatishthanta kvachit.
So those people, Abhivadya Mahatmanam, some of the people were there, and so they did Abhivadanam to this Mahatma Rama. Krutva chapi pradakshinam, also did pradakshinam. And Vilapantaha, by crying. Ghoram Vilapantaha Naraha, by crying terribly. Vyatishthanta, they have just settled there only. Kvachit, here and there. Some here, some there, some here, some there. Like that, everybody have settled there. They didn't go back. Tatha vilapatam tesham
Tatha vilapatam tesham
atruptanam charaghavah
atruptanam charagavah
achakshur vishayam prayat
achakshur vishayam prayat
yatharkha kshanada mukhe.
yadarkaha shanada mukhe.
So even though people were crying like that, tatha vilapatam tesham atruptanam of the unsatisfied, because if Rama is not coming back, they're not happy, they're not satisfied. So of the unsatisfied crying people there, Raghavaha achakshur vishayam. Chakshuhu vishayam is a noticeable, a visible place or visible thing, visible distance, visible sight. Achakshur vishayam, invisible sight, which means prayat, he went away, far away, where he cannot even be sighted through our vision. He went away so far away. That means he was left. He just addressed the people. He said, sorry, thank you. Please go back to your homes. Don't worry about me. And moved on. He also, after thanking Ayodhya, first of all. How the simile given is beautiful simile, because Valmiki is a poet. So beautiful simile. Shanada mukhe. Shanada is sayam samayaha. Into the evening, just as the sun sets, and once it drops, you can't see him anymore. Likewise, Rama also went away. The chariot initially seemed this wide, then slowly, small, and he disappeared. He went away. I think let's stop here. We'll continue from here, from the 8th shloka in the next session. Can anybody say Shanti Mantra?
Sure, Bhagaji. ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
धन्यवादाः.